Right, let's start the Q&A. So, what got me into metal music? So, I started listening to metal music when I was about 12. I listened to Bullet for My Valentine. That's what kind of kicked it off. And then I started listening to like Iron Maiden. And then during that kind of time, I was getting into like Nile and Immortal. That's how I kind of got into metal and moved on to black metal. And ultimately, what it was my cousin, because he showed me all these extreme heavy metal bands which no one around me was listening to. So it was from him I kind of got into extreme music. No. Or probably, if I had to pick one guitar, if I had to pick one guitar, it'd have to be my first Dean, my V over there. But if I could take two, it would have to be that V and my 7-string. My dream car, I have many, but one that stands out is a Mitsubishi GTO. Really cool car, really groundbreaking at the time. No, but I wouldn't give up my talents for a car. It helps to learn those musical genres because then you understand more harmonies, you learn more chords and you learn chord progressions and stuff. Like if we're talking like jazz music, we can kind of talk about Emperor with their major 7 chords, the way they play their major 7 chords. So if we take some of the parts of Loss and Curse of Reverence, for example, we've got these 2 chords here. So what we have first is just a G major 7 chord, which consists of the note G, B, and F sharp. So those 3 notes build this sound. And Isan uses this chord shape all the time in this song, you know. But yeah, the intro. It's all major 7 chords, even if we continue on with the last section. You know, when Samoth's playing this A chord, Isan's playing A minor 7. So yeah, it helps to learn other musical genres when it comes to like learning harmonies and theories and stuff, and you can apply that to your own music. Black metal underground, well, it kind of is. Not many people talk about black metal except, you know, people on the internet. Really, you won't find a random person in the street who knows about black metal, so it's always underground, really. Because in the English language, smell means 2 things. First of which is smelling as in smelling a scent, and smell as an odour. So, feet don't have a nose, but because they have an odour, well, that's if you've got stinky feet. Just make sure you wash your feet every day, then you won't have stinky feet. But the reason why they smell, even though they don't have a nose, is because feet sometimes have an odour. Well, welcome to the English language. The same words mean different things. Yes, I'm in a couple bands, one of which is called Domitorum, the other of which is called Ereshkigal. Both are very fast, brutal black metal bands. You can just check us out on YouTube or whatever. Favourite melodic black metal albums besides Dissections? Dimmu Borgir, Spiritual Black Dimensions, that's got to be up there. The best thing is to learn guitar or have a friend that plays guitar, because trying to program electric guitar on Logic X, for example, is just going to be a nightmare. Don't do it, you're going to waste your time unless you're really, really good at editing, but especially just get a proper guitarist. Metal music from Latin America, I haven't listened to much lately. What bands do I know from there? Mystifier come to mind first. I've seen them. They're pretty crazy live. I've seen them twice. I know Sarcophago and Sepultura. I'll probably say Sepultura is probably my favourite from the bunch, from all the Latin American bands. Bass lessons. That's the biggest tip I can give to anyone who wants to play black metal on bass. Learn to play bass properly. You know, even if you're a guitar player, just take some bass lessons. The Iron Maiden guitar players, I think those guys are top tier. Tony Iommi, he's definitely up there as well for creating the heavy metal genre. Carl Sanders, I really like his style of guitar playing. I think that's really, really cool. A man called Hugh Burns, I was fortunate to take a few lessons with him during college and uni, but what he is, he's probably one of the more successful session guitar players ever. Like, you name any style of music, he can nail it. I mean, like, not even just like kind of nail it, I'm talking like properly nail it. By far one of the more versatile guitar players I've ever met. He's very, very, very good.